Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am back. I've been gone for a while because my pimp hat was gone. I am here to stay for a little while. I have a message from beyond the grave. So I've been gone for a little while, and there's a few things I'd like to talk about. A few things here and there that have caught my attention over the past months. Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving, and Happy Halloween. It's been a while, so here we go. There was a Vegas shooting, a mass killing of 50 people. Here's my opinions on that. They should have kept the number a secret. Tried as hard as they could to keep it a secret. I'm sorry to all the ones that lost somebody in a terrible mass murdering. Number 2 that is on my mind. Wait, before we get to number 2, let's go back to number 1, the mass murdering of 50 people in Vegas. Now, since the number 50 is out there, you got psychopaths, you got somebody out there, and that somebody will probably not be the one that does it, but there's going to be somebody else that will try to beat that number. And that's why you should keep the amount of people that got murdered in a mass shooting. Try to keep the number a secret. I know it's very difficult, but try. Number 2, the Confederate flag. This may not seem that important to anybody, but to me, it's a disgrace to fly that flag in America. You can fly your country's flag. If you come from Mexico, Britain, Germany, Poland, Canada, don't matter. Representing your country doesn't really bother me. That's where you came from. That's where your pride comes from. If I were to live in London for a while, I'd carry around an American flag, or I'd have an American flag in my apartment, or they call it in London. So the pride of where you come from is understandable. But the Confederate flag was a division among the United States. It is our rival. It caused the biggest death in America. And America won. And you are the losers. And you fly your losing flag across this great country of ours out of disrespect. Now, you say, because the Confederate flag was to keep the slaves, you say flying the Confederate flag is not racist, which is partly true because the Civil War didn't really have anything to do with slaves. The South barely owned any slaves. In the North, there were no slaves. So slavery was dying out. The main reason, I believe, is the Civil War. I was gonna do research on this. I said, fuck it. Main reason, my belief, the Civil War started was jealousy. Davis Jefferson wanted to be president of the 50 states. Abraham Lincoln became president of the 50 states. That's why, if you read the book Killing Lincoln, which I haven't or whatever, I'm pretty sure they refer to Davis Jefferson as president of the Confederacy, because he wanted to be president. Now, at this point in time, right now, maybe later on, maybe a month from now, I'll do some research, come back and apologize or say, ha. But I believe the attack came from the South when Abraham went against Davis' wishes of taking away the slaves from the South, because Davis believed that he was the president of the South. And that's when the war began. Here's another fun fact for all you Confederate flag waving people. Or another point that you guys point out is that the North and the South had black people fighting on each side. Now the reasons for each side were different. One side was fighting for the idea of freedom, because black people weren't free after the ending of slavery. They just got the physical change. The physical change took it off. They were judged. They were not treated correctly. They were not looked at equally as two whites. And not until, in some states, late 80s. And even now, there's some of it coming back. But that's not my problem. My problem right now is the Confederate flag, and why not morons, but why people consider that the flag to be. Now, if you're a Led Zeppelin fan, and that's why you have the flag, then say so. But if you purposely and deliberately fly the Confederate flag as this is my flag, and this is what I believe in, and I don't care about the American flag, and do me a favor and get the fuck out of this country. You have the right to say what you want. You have the right to bear arms. You have the right to privacy, which is slowly getting invaded. You have the right to remain silent until proven guilty. You have the right to do things in the United States 1 to 12, 13 to the 28th Amendments of the United States of this great land, and you decide to say, no, I will not follow that. I will follow the flag that caused the most deaths of Americans and Confederates at the time in the history of 200 years that the great United States has been alive and well, and you decide to spit on that greatness by flying the flag that started it all, the war between brothers. You dare flying that flag, consider yourself American? I say not. Anyways, that was rant number 7, brought to you by Dr. W. Dennis. Thank you for your time and your patience, as I have not been in a great mood these last couple of months. Have a great day, night, evening, or whenever you're watching this, and goodbye.